This is Infinite. Let's get straight into it. Let's talk about creativity. Let's talk about creating. Let's talk about expression. Let's talk about what you are. This is Infinite. Steve, the Infinite One. I am Infinite. And I'm about to tap in. Not going to waste any time because I have a third house stellium. So that means I can talk and keep on going. But communicating, expressing, that's your energy. That's your vibrations. That's your frequency. You have to always be that of what you are. You are energy, you are vibrations, you are frequencies. In order to stay intact with the Holy Trinity, as you embody your energy, as you embody the vibrations of the Most High, as you embody riding the frequency waves of the Most High, you will allow for your being to continuously evolve. You know, we came into this school of life specifically to do one thing, and that's to evolve. That's why we call it the school of life. You know, we came here to learn our lessons. We came here to realize through our real lives what real life is. And we only did this because of the understanding that we have for ourselves within space. You know, if you look at the first God particle, God went from 1 to 2. When that 1 grew the understanding of itself within its own space, then it was able to become 2. And then from 2, it was able to become 3, and so on and so forth. This is how your human body was made. You know, you were one cell that got stable and familiar with itself in its space, and then multiplied itself and became 2, and so on and so forth. And now you're a being. So you have to continue being that primordial cell that you are, that you were, which is wholeness, which is intact. There's nothing that can disturb or take that cell out of balance. It always is. It's the mitochondria Eve. It's your DNA. It's always intact. Now your DNA can be damaged. It can be impaired. Anything that has to do with any drugs, do impair your DNA, whether, you smoke or drink or whatever. The truth and the fact is these do impair your DNA. When they get to the point of overstanding, your biochemistry, so that like, okay, if I take this chemical in combination with these chemicals, it's going to cause me to feel like this. Once you have that understanding and you start feeling like that, you know exactly what chemicals to take or to stimulate to get you feeling differently. It's that simple. Let me say it again. Understand your biochemistry. Understand that when you smoke and that when you drink, you're destroying your DNA. Your DNA is your memory. If you destroy your memory, you cannot remember. If you cannot remember, you cannot align and become like God. Everybody thinks it's cool and all to say, I'm God, God is this, a king this, and king that. But if you are living a life where you're constantly, I was about to say, devolving your DNA, you're reversing the evolutionary cycle of your DNA. If you're doing that constantly, then you're not stepping into your godship. It's about understanding the alchemical process of life. They say chemet comes from alchemy or alchemists, alchemy, which is science. So if we don't understand or understand our science, our natural sciences, our biochemistry, then we cannot call ourselves alchemists or king this or a queen that, because at this point in times when we were this, we had the understanding of the sciences, we had the understanding of the self. So until we tap back into that astrology, until we tap back into that chemistry, biology, grounding, until we tap back into the sciences, we're going to walk around this reality lost. That's why I observe and I do my best to assist everyone that I see around me. To be honest, I see a lot of lost people because we don't understand nor try to operate life understanding these sciences. We live inside of an observation. Science is observation. So once we learn the sciences, we learn how to live within the eye of the beholder. It's just science. It's mathematics. It goes thought, feeling, then action, then habit. You think about the thing that you're going to do first, and then the emotion, the energy moves through from your crown chakra, it moves through your body. That's your energy and motion. So if we think about it, we can clear anything. You know, the only thing that stops us from clearing anything is the energy that's moving through. At times, again, going back to the DNA, if your DNA is manipulated and energy is trying to move through, or if there's inflammation, or if there's mucus, or if there's toxins that are attacking the information, then it'll be hard to clear air, clear space, clear water. You know, that's all it is. So that's to a great degree, you know, why we came here is to remember the intelligence that we have as really no word. As infinite beings is what I want to say. You know, there's no human word that describes, you know, what we are, where we are intricacy. You know, we are DMT. I am life. You know, we are space. We are all of the chemicals. So understanding, like, yes, the first principle is the mind is all. You know, everything starts and everything ends in the mind. Within this world, there's still laws. You know, while everything starts and ends in the mind, the physical body that we have has its boundaries. I don't want to say limitations, because you can always push past a limitation, but it does have its boundaries. Now, I'm getting a vision while speaking about this. I'm seeing that in the future, the boundaries that we have for our human bodies won't be the same. This is a new age of enlightenment where we will begin to develop new bodies, because we're going through a renewing of our mind. And remember, right now we're in a transformative period. Right now, Pluto went retrograde. So what we're going to see is transformation. We're going to see a lot of rebirthing of some things. It could be rebirthing of habits. It could be rebirthing of friendships. It could be rebirthing of paradigms, thought forms. So this happens once every 7 years, specifically because Pluto, which is the planet of transformation ruled by Scorpio, every 7 years is a complete cycle. So we go through transformations every 7 years, which is why the planet Pluto will retrograde or do what appears to be slowed down in its orbit, in order for us to go through this major transformation, in order for us to see clearly what it is that we want to cut out or cut off, in order for us to get to the life of our dreams. So capping it all off, keeping this video under 10 minutes, understanding the sciences. I didn't say science, I said the sciences. Biochemistry. I've seen it done just recently, you know, just meeting certain individuals. You know, you can have a particular biochemistry that leads you to always being able to have clear waters. You know, at the end of the day, we're water-made beings, and if the chemicals in our waters are tainted, then we're tainted. She's in the restroom. So untainting the water through the understanding of the sciences, how I gotta literally spend my time each day practicing, you know, grounding. I gotta spend time each day taking the right chemicals. I have to spend time each day tending to my biology. I have to spend time each day looking at the sun. Like, these are tasks, these are godly duties that we have embodied and accepted and agreed to do. in this realm and reality in which we fail at doing at a lot of times. We have to get these things done. You have to ground. You have to sun gaze. You have to soak in the sun. You have to eat chemically astute so you can be in your most high position and body. Excuse me. We must. It's not an option. It's not we must do these things because we are intelligent, infinite, godly beings. So if we want total sound, mind, body, emotional, spiritual, and financial control, it takes the full completion of the circle, like the peace sign, right? If one of the legs is off, then the whole sign is off. So it takes the complete chemical balance within each field. Each field needs its own time. Okay, so every day we have godly duties. Every day I gotta breathe for this amount of time consciously. Every day I gotta look at the sun and soak in the sun this amount of time consciously. Every day I gotta follow up with this many people consciously. Like, we have godly duties, that we came here to do, every single day, from the spiritual to the physical. This is why monks, although they live a life that's, quite isolated in the mountains or wherever their temples will be, they have tasks, like godly duties that they get up and do every day. Monks get up at 4:30 and by 5 a.m. they're already on their first task. By 6 a.m. they're eating their first meal. So they're doing their godly duties, which is why they're able to embody these godly bodies. Every single day they're on it. So as we just do our godly duties, and these are the things that we know we got to do, because different days we'll wake up and be like, oh man, why haven't I done this? So we know what our godly duties are. We just have to do them, no matter what. So with that being said, check your chemistry. Got a cookbook coming up, an alkaline cookbook coming up. This is something that I per se wish that I had when I was going through my battle with lymphoma. I wish I had a cookbook to take me out of taking, all of these medications and going through chemotherapy, radiation. If I had the chemicals, guys, the chemicals. This is why this is why you need to get this, because you got to understand, this is what kills the cancer. This is what kills the toxins. Knowing the chemicals, knowing the sciences. We only go to the doctors because we don't know how to heal ourselves. But when you know how to heal yourself, you are the doctor. So let's elevate and let's get to that plane. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to show you. I died through my lymphoma, through my cancer experience, and I thankfully chose to come back to assist you. I died. I'm here to assist you. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to, even though I will be your friend, I'm here to assist you. I'm here to make sure that you become the greatest version of yourself, because that's what I'm going to be. And I don't got time for anyone or anything around me that's not trying to do that. I'm going to keep going. And if you don't stay with me, you won't be able to keep up. It's just it. I understand that I am the only thing in the universe. When I close my eyes, nothing exists. It's just me and this dream world. Even before you get to the dream world, where are you? You're in that space where only you exist. The void. So it was when we understand this, we'll start thinking about ourselves first. So the way that you work in a community, the way that you work in a group, especially when it comes to leaders, is you got to ask yourself, okay, what would I do right now if none of these people were here? What would I do right now if none of these people were here? To be honest, for me, whenever I ask myself that, I always get what I should do. And when I share it with the collective, hey guys, this is what I'm going to do. Or hey guys, I have an idea. Typically what you want to do, people also may want to do that thing with you, especially if it's a group thing. So overstanding is important, guys. Being able to, again, see from the eye of the beholder. Become the observer. Know the science. Know the laws. Know that what you give is an extension of what you receive. So if you feel like you received something, then you damn sure gave that thing. You cannot be given anything that you have not yet received, and vice versa. You cannot receive anything when you have not yet given. This is the laws. This is the universal laws, cosmic laws. Now, that being said, cookbook coming up, guys. It's gonna be a B12 alkaline toxin removing, detoxifier, fat burning, 6-pack crunching, dietary supplemental cookbook. This is going to be hot. I'm actually right now teamed up with 3 very powerful herbalists and sages, shamans, monks, I should call them, who have been deeply rooted into the supplements, the herbs that heal. So we're gonna be putting together that. I'm putting together my book, Killing Cancer, talking about all of the various things you can do to kill the cancer. And I'm not just talking about the cancer that you can develop like I had lymphoma. I'm talking about the cancer that a lot of y'all have in your minds. The cancer that you have in your minds that you can eradicate, that you can take out if you understand these sciences, if you understand how to control your perception and what you're taking in through your eyes, your mouth, your nose, your ears, where you control your 5 senses and your extra 2, which is your feelings and your vision. When you control that, then you would have mastered the 7. You would have mastered the L. The life. Master the 7 senses, you master life. That's what I'm saying. I'm just going to start breaking it down because sometimes I think you guys receive me, but I don't know if you totally get it. But if you do, you my family. So with that being said, again, I'm going to end it right here. Cookbook, guys, coming up. We got natural lotions, ointment. We got paintings, healing, therapeutical paintings and pictures. We have so many beautiful things coming up, guys, and this is fucking awesome. So with that being said, subscribe, like. Don't forget to share this shit. Especially don't forget to smash the like, because you already know if you don't like it, you know what social media likes to do. So like this shit, share it, especially if you know somebody's going to benefit from anything that was said. And let's subscribe. Peace. It's Infinite 1 coming from the 7. Peace.